Do you know where our trash goes? The fact is, we're still throwing away more than we should. Americans make up 5% of the world population, but contribute 40% of the trash. Our actions today define the world we will leave our children tomorrow. The truth is, the earth needs us to be recycling a lot more. Well, the future of recycling is here today, and it's called single-stream recycling, or some people refer to it as all-in-one recycling. Most of the items that we use in our everyday lives can be recycled or are made from recycled materials. For example, a cereal box can be recycled and made into a Monopoly game board. This milk jug could be part of a new frisbee. A coffee can could be recycled with other metals to become part of your bicycle. And Grandma could really use some paper towels that are made from recycled paper. Recycling can happen throughout the home. During his morning routine, even Mr. Green remembers to recycle. But separating your recycling is an annoying chore and confusing when you don't know which bin to use, and out of frustration end up throwing it away. Separating your recycling can take up space in the garage, causes clutter, and can be a real pain. And that's only half of it. On collection day, you have to drag all the different containers down to the curb. And if it's rainy or cold outside, it just adds to the frustration. Not exactly quality family time. Recycling is the right thing to do, but it hasn't always been easy. Until now. With single-stream recycling, everything goes into one bin, and it couldn't be easier to recycle. Even if your recyclables aren't collected at the curb, you can always bring them to your local recycling center in your town. If you do have curbside pickup, it's as easy as wheeling the single-stream container to the curb and letting the recycling service do the rest. Finally, an easier way to recycle. Easier for the whole family, even Grandma. We've painted a plastic bottle bright orange to follow it through the next phase of the recycling process.
Thanks, Mr. Narrator. I'll take it from here. Let's find out what happens to me and my friends once the recycling truck takes us away. The first step is a ride to the nearest material recovery facility, also known as a MRF. A MRF can separate all the different material and send them to be processed into recycled products. Once the truck arrives, it unloads all the single-stream material. I love this place. It has a lot of moving parts like a roller coaster ride. Follow me and my buddies as we get sorted. We're moving up the conveyor belt to a pre-sort area where employees are removing items that can be caught up in the machinery. Did you know Americans use 4 million plastic bottles like me every hour? Now we're going to go through different machines that will separate plastic, metal, and glass from all the paper materials. Gravity helps the glass fall through the series of screens onto a conveyor belt that brings it into a glass crusher. Did you know the energy saved from recycling one glass bottle will light up a 100-watt light bulb for 4 hours? My metal buddies are next to leave the conveyor belt. They pass under a magnet that pulls steel cans off the conveyor belt, and aluminum cans are repelled by a reverse magnetic field called an eddy current. Wow, that looks like fun! Recycling one of my aluminum buddies saves enough energy to run a TV for 3 hours. Now it's my turn. The plastic containers are separated using optical technology. The machine separates the clear plastic bottles from the other ones using an optical eye. The milk jugs will be pulled out by a sorter. Once the bin gets full, a skid steer loader pushes the material onto another conveyor belt, which then takes the material directly to the baler. The baler compresses the material into a solid block held together by wire straps. These bales can weigh anywhere from 700 to 1,500 pounds, depending on the material. Now that we're all separated, we're on our way to other facilities to be made into all sorts of items. Bye!
Recycled material like cardboard is made into items we use every day. And many plastics return to us in products like carpeting, clothing, outdoor furniture, and fencing. Recycling a single run of the Sunday New York Times would save 75,000 trees. The truth is, up to 60% of rubbish that could end up in the landfill is recyclable.